experience? What's this experience? And this what the spirit is making them do. Their spirit ain't high or old or experienced enough to know what to do or what not to do. But also, what benefits a person who's new here spiritually is they're able to do things accordingly. They're able to align themselves. They're able to align themselves with certain gods. The certain gods that rule this realm of reality. They're able to align themselves with them effectively, because there's no resistance. There's no sense of, oh, this spirit is aware of us. You can go experience the way this God wanted you to experience, and there's no questions asked. You could go. It's like you're not asking questions. So you're going to line. So you're doing things as protocol, and it's like depending on whatever God. Just like people want to know what gods. Now I told you it's the Greys, Reptilians, the Palladians, Lemurians, the Sumerians. What's a whole lot of them, right? But there's male and female gods. We're not talking about the God. We're talking about the gods that constructed. And if you that constructed this realm of reality and over Earth, and the benefits that they wanted to carry. And people like no, it's only one God. Look, we're not talking about that. How we know this realm of reality was constructed by a few gods, because we have a few religions, right? So depending on what geographical location or whatever race you is going to activate certain parts of the body or the ideas or the soul that activate certain pieces of the body that correlate more with whatever God is control over the geographical location when they was collectively controlling everything. That's just like you got America over here. You got Christian. I like to say that's probably the reptilian God. You have then you have the Krishna, or then you have the female God with the 6 arms. I forgot her name. But then Shiva, yeah. Then you got that God, her. The race and the beings and the religion that worship her is just that part of the human body, and the geographical location is just more closer to the area of the inside of where that God was at. But they all these gods was working together. I don't know why humans is up under arguing each other like, oh, my God better, my God better, my God better, when all these gods when you break down each God and each religion, they're all the gods who created this realm of reality of the earth. So if you're going to be a religious person, you have to be into all religions so you can understand all the gods. You know what I'm saying? That rule your realm of reality. Don't just pick one because of which one is activated in your body and which one is making you see things more in their point of view. They're all working together. This you down here separate, but that's another video. You know, so this shit be just so silly to me on this earth. But yeah, you know, for someone who's spiritually new here, these are people who know how to benefit from this realm of reality faster than someone who care less about this realm of reality, because they probably spiritually experienced this realm of reality so many times already. Like me, I've been here a lot of times and a whole different bunch of times. A lot of shit I just don't give a fuck about here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I know what kind of energy and matter that I need to have to become solid in order for me to get my frequency across, my spirit across, my idea across, and what I choose and what I want to experience for my soul. You see what I'm saying? What kind of time and experience I'm putting in to whatever frequency, ideas, spirit I have. I'm choosing my own. So I'm trying to create my own. I'm trying to make what matters to me. I'm trying to create my own existence, external existence that I can see solid, that I can choose to be in. Because that's the power that God gave us and on this realm of reality we got. But see, the gods that rule this realm of reality don't like shit like that. That's why they throw obstacles in your way. They throw shit in your way that matter to them, for the purpose of why they made here, what was internal to them, external, and what was heaven to them, and how they see things aligning and shit. Like I said, even in the Christian Bible at the beginning, when they say there was night and day that created the days, what was light is what you can't see, and what was in the dark is what they don't want you to see. So basically, when they went to the dark, into the Garden of Eden, into the area that they don't want you to see, that means emotions and feelings eaten inside. You know what I'm saying? So that means worry. The guys that put you here didn't want them to worry. They went into an area where if they can worry and stress and doubt and of not having the things that they do see. So when when you jump into that realm of reality, you start to develop your left brain. You start to develop things that make sense. Things like, okay, but what if this light wasn't always over here? What would happen to us? Do you see these questions that start to be asked and things like that? That's like eating dark fruit. That's like being in the dark. You're trying to understand something that you can't see. You wasn't aware about. Things that wasn't in the light. That's the real Garden of Eden. That's the real, what they say, night and day of what you can't see. You know what I'm saying? And then when Eve went into that realm of reality, the worry, the stress that got put upon her. That's why worry, stress, or emotional distress and things like that is put upon on the woman. And women still have that. That's what they was talking about in the Bible. See, that's what women came up with first. See, she made the man worry about something. She made the man stress about something. She made the man... You see what I'm saying? That was what they was talking about when they say, don't go into this. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how we got here. Oh, you worry about it? Okay, well, you're going to be the one who create how we get here. You see, this it's like it's a thing that happened that was still in the yin realm in those directions, in those lands, on those plateaus. The earth and the external world that you're seeing now is what's inside. You're just seeing it externally, but when it was inside, that's how it was. And I'm gonna explain it for y'all a little better in the next video, but that's how it was. They're not talking about actually eating no fruit, or they're not talking about days and night as you see day and night. The day and night that you see, that we experience every day, is an external representation of what I'm talking about. The point that you can be in the dark, or the point that you can look outside and it's nighttime and then it's daytime. Now it's that came from what I'm talking about. That wasn't here and then Adam and Eve was here and then that happened. It's not like that. No, that was in her first. Y'all get what I'm saying? But I'm just talking spiritually high right now because a lot of times I have to bring myself back down. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn air. Spiritual age.